What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters, and welcome to No Life Till Metal. And this is
Bill Bafford with Roxx Productions and Roxx Records.
And I am in California in the Roxx Productions office, where all the business is conducted for orders sent out and all kinds of fun stuff like
Everything from Christian metal distro to all the Roxx Records titles.
and including, well, we'll show you in a second. But what we basically did yesterday was we went to the San Diego Metal Swap Meet. We set up a booth there, sold music, hung out, met people.
Yep, had a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And I took some video, and I will string together a video for you guys to check out. What's up, everybody? This is Scott Waters from No Life Till Metal. Welcome. We're at the San Diego Metal Swap Meet. Say that 3 times fast. We're setting up the Roxx booth, and I thought I'd give you a quick preview of what's going on here. We're kind of in a dark corner, so I apologize for the darkness of the video, but this is one of the 3 rooms that they have at this swap meet. Everybody's still setting up.
You want 4 tables?
We'll have the 4th here.
Okay, alright.
What's up, guys?
Everybody out!
That's Derek Riggs standing right there, famous for his art with Iron Maiden. Hey Derek, let's see you again. And then the other room is back here. People are still sitting up here. There's nobody in here yet except for vendors. And the stage for the bands.
I can help.
It's kind of
I'll push him over. I'll push him over for the next one.
Some people busting their asses right here.
Pushing a chair.
And the other room's back here. Nobody's sitting up in there yet. But there it is. I'll take some more action shots when it gets going. The place will be packed full of people. If it was anything like last year, so. All right. Just letting people in the door now for the San Diego Heavy Metal Swap Meet. You got Exhumed coming in to play tonight. Vendors everywhere.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice hat.
Hey.
Dig it.
I like your hat.
Thanks. What's up? Metal. Let's go through here. Thanks, bro. Ooh, vinyl. I've already done my vinyl shopping, so you guys are going to have to wait until later. This guy has some great stuff. What's up?
sign.
Good. Right on. Here's a guy who actually found out about the swap meet from my channel.
I learned this event from this guy.
Oh, right. Thanks for getting him out here. He bought something.
I have a YouTube channel called No Life Till Metal.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll check it out.
Yeah, get down here.
Do you have any more mediums?
Smile Purdy. Oh, over here we got Bill Bafford from Roxx Productions.
How are
Record
you?
digging. Let's see what you got in there.
Well, there's the Raven Udo single.
Oh, that's an awesome one. I have that. Otherwise, I would have snapped it up.
Bunch of cool stuff. Kerrang flexi disc. What else we got in here? All kinds of good stuff in here.
That Raven was the best one in there.
I think so.
Lots of vinyl going on here. Oh, okay. Only 3. You're good. And I'm from New Mexico, so you're all right. You're all right, right? In New Mexico?
Sure.
Ah, cool. So we're good.
I'll get there.
Yeah, there's some.
You got to get through, but there's 2 women together, and I'm not going through that. See? Might have a squeeze behind you, hon? Thanks. Stay. I've only got one hand to flip here, so. See, I don't have my camera person here today, so it's a lot harder to do this kind of crap.
What? Are these priced individually? Are you selling the bag? What?
The price individually. That's they're mine. Whatever you find, just let me know, and I'll
Whoa!
a good price. It's just a rich flyer. That's right.
Almost knocked the whole box off the back of the table right there.
Not that flyer.
Yeah, that one's too tight to show you guys. Sorry.
I paid $20 for that thing.
What's up? Hey. Little pig slaughter we're going on right here. There you go. All right, we're going into the other room now. And we got the Roxx table, and there's Bill Becken, his lovely wife, who doesn't want to be on video. A metal family. Say hi. What's up, guys? You guys still sitting up?
It flip-flops between this is incredible and
Here's one. This one's looser. We can flip here.
What's going on? Yeah, flip away. A lot of people don't know it's technically Kirathungal, not Sirathungal, if you're going based on the strictly Tolkien pronunciation.
And I love that band.
Yeah. Are you going to see them at Frost and Fire in
Is that?
October? You know they're playing again,
Yes,
right?
they're playing again. I'm not from here though. I'm from New Mexico, so.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to drive over for Frost and Fire.
Yeah, right.
Fly out. It's Ventura. It's right by the beach. It's going to be the shit.
Here in San Diego or in LA?
Ventura, north of LA.
The King.
So these are.
What? This one we ever printed this one without Metal Blade did this?
Yeah.
This is some special.
We put out a couple of Yob records.
No
While back,
way.
yeah.
And so we just.
So is this the Metal Blade table?
It is.
Oh, right on. So this is the Metal Blade table. Metal Massacre 14.
It's our new one. Just came out.
How much you selling them for?
We're selling it for $20. Plus every purchase of that comes with a free signed King Diamond Dreams of Horror booklet.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'll be back when I'm done filming.
Cool.
Thanks. Derek Riggs table. His lovely wife. Not lovely?
Half asleep still.
Right over here. Yeah.
You're over there.
Right next to you guys, yeah. Over here we got Derek. He's a very happy guy, as you can tell. The guy, he's just kicking back and relaxing, waiting for the crowds to come into this room. And that is room number 2. Room number 3 is still sitting up over here. There's not a lot going on in here, but we'll go up anyhow. Look who's here. It's Jim Willis. Guilty Forgiven from the vinyl community. Digging at the table here.
yeah.
In the Motorhead shirt. Going to a pile of metal pins. And here's the Metal Obsession. What's up? And over here we got Nathan.
Picked up Riot, about $10.
Nice.
I do have something for you.
For me. Right on. Say hi to everybody, Nathan.
Hey man, everybody YouTube world. How you guys doing? Hope everything's fine. We're at the Metal Swap second year here, right?
Yep,
Second year too.
I was just telling him I learned about a lot of good shows watching you post. You're always posting all these good shows, and I'm like, hey, man, all these good shows are coming around these areas.
Yeah, man. It's hard to keep on top of it all the time. There's so much stuff. You know? It's insane. So many shows are coming through all the time. Do you spending money on records or are you buying CDs?
Nathan.
Or vinyl? All that.
From Vinyl Community.
That'd be interesting. Sure.
I went and mostly did it in the beginning before people got there because, man, it was packed.
Yeah.
And it was hot. And it didn't smell too good either.
No, it didn't.
Because I mean, we were there last year too, and there was way more people this year.
Yeah, it was a lot more crowded this year than last.
The band Exhumed played that night,
Right.
that day, and then that evening, Anger is Art
Anger's Art played that night. Yep.
So we met Steve Gaines
Yep,
from
Steve Gaines
Avatar.
from Avatar. I said Avatar. Avatar.
We met, let's see,
Andy Lee from My Silent Wake, which is
playing in the background, hopefully not too loud.
You're hearing a Garland of Tears in the background, the red and black vinyl split.
Yeah, we were actually selling a bunch of My Silent Wake stuff, and he walked up to the table, and I didn't recognize him, neither one of us did. And he's like, oh, this is my band.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I pulled out one of My Silent Wake out of my own inventory and opened it up and had him sign it for us.
And then I already said Steve Gaines, but I picked up the new Anger is Art CD, and the latest, I don't know how new it is now. When did this
It came out this year.
Yep. Ad Mortem Vestimus. Ad Mortem Vestimus.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah. Great thrash metal. And of course,
there's a few cameos in there. I know he mentioned his brother, Tim Gaines, plays on it, and a few other people that I can't recall off the top of my head. I apologize.
Yeah, so anyhow, I'm kind of excited to hear that, and I did get it signed by him right there. Took some time talking for a while. Just a nice guy.
A really nice guy.
Really nice guy. So, and he had a booth there too. He was there all day long.
All day long.
And then he had to do a show that night. So
Yep.
it had to be a little tiring for him because we bolted.
He must have been tired that night, I'm sure.
And then the other thing that we did was we met Kate from Hyrax.
Yes, we did.
I did get some stuff signed as well as Bill.
Yeah, Scott came down with his trip from this cool single that we got from Malaysia. He asked me if I wanted a copy and got me a copy, so we took those over there. Kate signed mine, took some photos with him too. Very nice guy.
And I brought several things along because several people from the VC asked if I would get something signed for them. So I did. I got some things signed, but what I got signed for myself is what I'm going to show. I have this cool little Japanese mini poster for their Japanese tour they did a few years ago, and Kate signed it right there. And I like this for two reasons. First of all, it's cool, it's Japanese, it's Hyrax, but also guitar player Glenn Rogers in this picture is wearing an Ultimatum shirt, so that's cool. So anyhow, I gave this to Caton to sign, and he's like, "You sure you want me to sign that?" He says, "That thing's really hard to come by." So that was kind of cool.
And what was cool too is he brought a lot of stuff that he had to to sell himself. A bunch of old Hyrax shirts, Hyrax vinyls, and Scott and I took the last two copies he had of this one. Really cool.
Yeah.
It's a 7-inch split with Hyrax and Sodom.
Sodom on SPV. My number is 466 of 1000.
Mine is number 772.
And he told us these things are,
yeah, pretty hard.
Pretty hard to find. And Bill looked up last night on Discogs and like
$40.
Man, that's crazy.
It's in a cool orange translucent vinyl with black. What do you call it? Orange with black splatter kind of thing, or black?
Yeah, black splatter. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
So anyhow, that was one of the things we actually picked up there. Didn't get mine signed, I kept it sealed, but I did get, I already have this original CD pressing signed by Glenn Rogers. And then of course I was in a band with Glenn Rogers and Angelo for a while called Once Dead. So I had Angelo Spino sign it several years ago. And then also I had Caton sign it right here. And then also last night as we were sitting there hanging out, Dave Watson walked by the table. He didn't even see me there. He's walking around, looking around with his girlfriend, and I said, "Hey, Dave!" He turned around, and he freaked out. "Hey, man, what are you doing here?" Because he didn't expect me to be here from New Mexico. So it was cool. So anyhow, there's Dave Watson's autograph there as well. Took a photo with him.
Not to mention, Scott had multiple people throughout the day that he didn't even know, randomly just walking up to him and say, "Hey, I know you, I see all your videos."
Yeah, that happened a lot. It was kind of, it's kind of weird because it used to happen every once in a while. You know, people, oh, you're the singer for Ultimatum. Now it's not that anymore. Now it's, oh, you're that guy from No Life Till Metal.
Yeah.
So anyhow, so yeah, that was the only CD I actually picked up yesterday. Was this? And
Oh, I missed this too from Steve Gaines. I didn't even know this existed until I saw it on his table from the beginning when we started setting up. I'm like, you got to hold me one of those because he only had a handful left, and I said I got to get this. It's one of his other bands was called Tactics. I actually had the CDs, but someone actually just in the last couple of years put together a whole box set of all the Tactics discography. She's got a cool little 3-disc set here, two discs of all the Tactics music, and then a disc of a bunch of DVD stuff from his band Tactics, which is another cool thrash band. It was really cool. It was really good. Happy to find that one there.
so yeah, so that was the people we met. No, that wasn't all the people we met. We met Nathan Hernandez
And Jim Willis.
Nathan
and
from the
Jim.
Vinyl Community. Both of those guys were there, and they
Got to hang out with them. For
I took a long video with Nathan, so I'm sure he'll be posting that on his channel eventually.
Very cool.
Yeah, Jim was there, and Jim dug for about an hour out of
Yeah, he found a bunch of gems too. You know those clearance baskets we had.
Yeah.
I hadn't even gone through them all. And he's looking through them. Like, oh, I'm snagging this one, and I'm like, was that really in that basket?
Right? Yeah, so he got some great stuff.
He got some good deals.
What's up, Jim?
Hey, Nathan and Jim.
All right, so now we're going to go into the vinyl. This is not stuff we picked up over the weekend because we did hit a couple record stores as well. This is just stuff we picked up at this metal swap.
The metal swap meet only. So
Surprisingly, not as much as last year.
yeah, the same here. A little bit less than last year.
Vinyl prices were up a little bit from last year, I thought, and there wasn't as many
Seems
vinyl
like all the
sellers.
vinyl prices are really starting to more and more
Creep up, yeah.
especially the older stuff getting
And
harder.
there wasn't that many vinyl sellers.
wasn't a lot of
There was
vinyl
a
sellers.
lot of CD sellers,
A lot of CDs.
and there was a lot of people buying CDs,
Yeah.
which was kind of surprising.
Yeah.
But there was just as many people looking for vinyl too, though. Rob had a Dark Angel live album for sale in our bin for
Yep.
for 15 or 20 bucks.
20 bucks.
And I swear, every person that went to our booth picked it up, looked at it, spun it around, looked at it, and then put it back.
I was surprised. I thought it was gonna be the first thing gone.
But nobody, everybody that went through it, not one person didn't pick it up and look at
I
it.
know everybody was looking at that one.
But they didn't buy it. Anyhow, so if anybody's looking for the Dark Angel live album, got it for sale.
Yep.
All right, so here's what we picked up. Other than the stuff we already showed you.
Hey, you know what? We were plugging. I'm going to talk about Jim Willis for a minute because he actually came with bearing gifts for both of us. So really cool. I saw him actually post this, and I just wanted it for my collection. The Police Synchronicity vinyl. Cool. Thank you, Jim. But even better than that, Police. I didn't even know this box set from the band Stone existed, and he gave this to me. Apparently, he came across two somehow and asked Scott if I would like this, and of course, I love thrash. So this is just a killer box set. I don't know if I need to open and get into it too much, but you open it up. It's got the band's whole discography, tons of.
I think it's 9 or 10 CDs and a DVD.
10 discs in here. A whole program full of photos. Yeah, the band's whole discography, a bunch of extras. I'd never even seen this before, so.
Demos, and then this is the band's first album, which is a classic. This is actually the original cover too. The U.S. had a different cover when it was released on MCA Records, I believe.
That was a big
Or was
surprise.
it Mechanics? It was on Mechanics Records, yeah.
Thank you very much, Jim.
That's a really sweet present.
Yeah.
And I mean sweet in both ways, like sweet and also very, very kind.
Yeah.
Right on. So yeah, this is some of the stuff we bought. So you want to go first? Oh, this.
Sure. Oh, you know what? Why do we want to get that? Let's plug this. So yesterday was actually at the swap meet was the very world premiere sale of the brand new documentary DVD that Scott and a lot of people are a part of. This is Metal Obsession, collecting heavy metal records that we just released it. They're hot off the press. We were selling them first there at the Heavy Metal Swap Meet yesterday, and now they're going to start shipping to those that pre-ordered, and anyone that wants one, they're up on the roxxproductions.com site. But came out really nice, and if you're a heavy metal vinyl collector, you really want to check this out. I mean, you see the different flags down here. There's people from all over the world talking about their collections and how they got into music and how big their vinyl collections are.
I call it the who, what, where, and why we're so obsessed by, collecting CDs. It's mostly about vinyl, but just the whole music collecting thing, and then this DVD actually has, if you guys saw that video on YouTube, this has stuff that wasn't on YouTube. It's got it's got a whole section of unreleased material.
Unreleased, except extras.
Yeah, extras. There's a bunch of stuff on there,
really
other
cool.
than just the documentary you might have saw. And it's no longer on YouTube, so the only way you can view it right now is on the DVD.
Get one while you can.
Right on, go ahead and keep going then. What else you got over there?
Oh, I'm gonna go to the prosthetic booth. I think last year and this year, Scott and I both were like waiting for the prosthetic booth to come
Prosthetic
in.
Records, exactly.
Got some great stuff there. So Scott was looking all over for the booth, trying to find them because where they were last year was in the front main room. We're kind of in the second room off to the side. Then there's a third smaller room up top, but we're in the second room, kind of a little bit off the side of the main course there. But they were in the main room last year. This year they ended up setting up in the room right by us, which was killer. And they had tons of releases and tons of stuff that they were really blowing out of the water prices. I mean, stuff that you'll never get a chance to get those prices again.
Yeah, every other their 10. they had 10-inch too, but all their 12-inch vinyl was either $5 or $10, brand new, still sealed. They had 7-inch vinyl there, which they were selling for $5, but they were even giving deals on that stuff.
This was the deal of the day for me from them at Prosthetic. The All That Remains album and the Testament CD, both of them together for $7. You gave them to me.
Nice. That's the live.
This is Testament live at the Fillmore. Great CD.
Yeah.
Awesome CD. So for that one and the All That Remains album, this Darkened Heart, both of these two together were $7.
Can't beat that.
No.
So I kind of went nuts. That was the booth I went nuts on, and I'm only showing you stuff I bought for myself because I did buy some stuff for other people. But I grabbed three 12-inch vinyls, and you did too, right?
I grabbed from there. I brought two.
So I grabbed the Ex Mortis,
and actually I got the same one, so I'll just show them same time.
Yeah, Ex Mortis, which you guys, anybody who watches this channel probably knows what this is. But these guys are just full on, straight on thrash metal, a little bit of a more aggressive, almost death metal vibe, but mostly just straightforward thrash metal. Really popular band, especially around here apparently.
It was kind of a blind buy for me. I bought it purely on your recommendation, which for $5 you can't beat it anyways, right?
Yeah, I think we paid 10.
Oh, this one was 10. You're right. Yeah, it was 10, but still.
And then we both also grabbed.
Oh, this one is the one I was looking for.
That is the one I was wanting to grab because last year they had the Holy Grail stuff and it sold out quick.
Yes.
So I picked up the this one for, and I did pay $10 for this one.
Yep, $10 for this one too. They had 5 or 6 copies, but I actually mentioned it to Jim Willis also.
I think he bought it as well.
I walked him over there. He picked one up, and I think he got one of the last ones.
Yeah, they were pretty much gone. But also from that table, I picked up. Let's see here. The for the Horde Ex Mortis 7-inch. There's the Recon things.
You said it's a Recon vinyl yesterday too.
So Ex Mortis for the people, for the Horde, and As Above, So Below. Not a Deliverance cover. That's actually, I'm pretty sure that's an Yngwie Malmsteen cover, although I haven't heard it yet. I just remember hearing about it. I never even checked the color of this vinyl, see if it was black or not. But anyhow, they threw in the 2 7-inch vinyls for free.
Nice.
When I bought the 4, I think I bought 4 12-inch vinyls. So there you go, black vinyl. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. We'll see. As Above, So Below is a Yngwie song, whether that is the Yngwie. Words and music by Yngwie Malmsteen, so there you go. Yngwie cover. And then also I grabbed the...
Was that a B-side that's not available on the album, you said? Is that what you meant?
Correct.
Okay.
And then I grabbed the... I'm not a huge fan of this band, but I do like them. This is another thrash metal band. Skeleton Witch, Unending, Everlasting, 7-inch, and I assume that this is also a black vinyl. Oh no, it's not. It's a wicked looking picture of this.
That is pretty cool.
Sort of a picture. Oh, this is weird.
Oh, it's a one-sided vinyl.
So it's a one-sided vinyl, so there you go. So there's the vinyl side that you could play. And here's the B side.
I'm kind of bummed I didn't see that one.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's really neat. I don't know if it's screen printed on there or what. That's what it feels like. Right on. That's neat. So anyhow, those are the I grabbed those 2 from the Prosthetic booth. So yeah, we really hit that. That was the one we were looking forward to the most because they had great deals. They have great music, and I was anxious to get that. And glad I did.
The dude running the booth was really cool too. Sorry, I don't know your name.
I don't remember his name either, but he got there really late. Because he was supposed to.
I remember.
He was supposed to be in the main room, and he ended up having to be in the second room because they ran out of tables. And then he was trying to sit up, and people were looking, and I'm all over there talking to him, and he's really, I mean, he was just being really friendly. And it's like, dude, you need help setting up? Someone was just over there helping him move his boxes around and stuff like that. And, yeah, he was just a nice guy, and it was my favorite booth. Metal Blade was there too with us.
Yeah, they were.
I didn't buy anything from the Metal Blade booth. Nathan did.
I didn't either.
Nathan did. But they weren't. I don't think they were giving discounts at all. It was,
not a lot. Most of the vinyls were $20 and up. So
yeah, $20 and up with the Metal Blade booth. So they both, and they didn't have a lot too. There was mostly reissues of 80s stuff. They had like Celtic Frost and
They were pushing that new the new metal compilation.
the new Metal Massacre compilation.
Yeah,
That's
Massacre
what
compilation.
if you bought the new Metal Massacre compilation from them, they gave you a free autograph from King Diamond.
Insert, CD insert.
Yeah. So, all right. So cool. So that's what we bought from the. Oh, I have one more. This is a blind buy. This is a $5 buy. This is I bought this with somebody else in mind. I'm not sure I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to listen to it first and see if it's something they like or not. I just picked this up. First of all, I just like the cover. I thought it was cool. Name of the band, The Hell. Name of the album, Utopia. Looked to me like some kind of crossover thrash, municipal waste, the Crucified kind of stuff. So I asked the dude if that's what it was. He goes, yeah, you can kind of tell by the cover, can't you? So we'll give it a shot. I'm not sure. We'll see. It was a blind buy, so I haven't never heard of them. You can afford to do blind buys when they're $5.
Yeah.
So I only hit up one other table. You hit up
different table, but I had one other table too, and I got both of these at the same table. Before we plug that, I'm gonna throw something in here that Scott will kill me for later. It's a little bit related. Well, of course it's music related. But I'm wearing a Join the Dead T-shirt. Two of the most popular questions I get today is, when is Join the Dead's next album coming out? And when are we getting a new Ultimatum album now? So I'm challenging Join the Dead and Robert and Scott and Ultimatum to at least give me one song each so we could do a cool split 7-inch between Join the Dead and Ultimatum. There, I put it on the table.
I'll run it by a guy, see what they say. You never know. Robert says he's got music written, so. Okay, so this is what we bought from the other tables. I guess I can go first since I have a couple more.
I got 2 left, so.
I've got 3 left. This was the table I got the best deal at. I went to this one table. He didn't have a lot of stuff. He just had a handful of things there, but he had some good stuff. And he had no prices on them. And I said, well, how much you asking for this stuff? He goes, I don't know. He goes, just pull them out and let me see them, and I'll let you know. So I pulled out 4 records, 3 of which I'm showing, 1 of which I bought for somebody else. But I grabbed Rage, the 10-inch years, or the 10-inch. What does that mean, 10-inch today?
We probably shouldn't go there.
10 years in Rage, the anniversary album, which was cool. I've never seen this on vinyl before. I grabbed that, and then I grabbed this gem, which never ever shows up, especially in the wild. This is Creator.
Yeah.
Yep. Endless Pain.
I hardly ever find a used Creator album that's reasonably priced.
And then another gem, Savage Steel, LA speed metal, heavy metal band.
Where'd you pay for that one?
So I paid between these 3. So I got all 3 of these, and one other one that I got autographed.
Oh.
by Caton.
That's right.
Or somebody else. I paid. He was asking me $10 a piece for them, and he ended up giving it to me for 30 for all 4. So I paid less than $10 a piece for all these albums, which is awesome. So.
Yeah, I don't think I know I didn't buy anything over $10 yesterday. Everything I bought was with the exception of my Tactics box set.
No.
Other than that, everything was $10 or less. So I got these both at the same table too, a different table than Scott, but. And they were $10 each. I'd been looking for this Loudness one for a while, and it looked like a good deal, and Scott said that was a pretty good price. So this is Loudness is The Law of Devil's Land, and this actually is a Dutch pressing. It was in really clean shape. Cover's really clean. Vinyl was really clean. There's not an insert, so I don't know if there was originally an insert or not.
I don't think so. I don't think mine does either.
And then the last one I got was same price, $10, and this is in really good shape too. It's actually still in the shrink. I haven't taken it off yet, which I will. But it's Brittany Fox, Poison Heat.
Yeah, this is the second album.
Good album.
I love that album.
I love it.
But I like that whole Cinderella, Dangerous Toys, kind of sleazy metal sound anyhow. So that's what we picked up. Oh, I did pick up one more. I just noticed over here that I forgot to show. Yeah, one more. This I ended up getting at the same table he got that from. This used to belong to Ricardo. Ricardo, I have your 7-inch now. It's mine, not yours.
Maybe Paul Stanley signed his Ricardo.
Maybe. Yep. Anyhow, so Hold Me, Touch Me, Back with Goodbye, 7-inch Paul Stanley. This is a Dutch pressing? French pressing. It says right on the front, read. And it says $7 on it, and she gave it to me for $5. So I would have paid the $7 actually. Yeah. I actually pulled one of those funky tricks where I pulled a $5 out of my wallet, and I said I don't have any singles. If you want to break a 20, and she said, "Oh no, I'll just give it the $5." But I didn't have any singles, so. So anyhow, that was the only other thing I bought from there. That's it. And of course I got my copy of the East. This is it's a very awkward title. The West East Thrashaholic Beat Up.
Yeah.
It's a very awkward title, but this is a Malaysia pressing. And he mentioned to me when I gave this to Kate to sign, he goes, wow, he goes, nobody has those around here.
I wasn't familiar with the band, but that's a Malaysian band on there with them on split.
Yeah, and I showed this in one of my last updates. I can't really pronounce the band. I think it's Sarayan Hassan. I think that's how you pronounce it. But they're like a crossover thrash band. Yeah, very cool release. Actually, Caton said he only had one in his collection. And he didn't even have any for sale.
Yep. Said it was hard.
He said you could only get them from that company in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And I bought 3 of them from Malaysia all at one time because they were $7 or $8 each. But
I think I
it
put a
was
few bucks in
almost
with you to get one. I think I remember maybe.
No, I just bought it.
Oh, did you?
But it don't matter because I bought 3 of them.
Okay.
Because when I paid for 3 of them, then the shipping was still the same amount.
We do so much back and forth. I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, so there you go. That's the Hyrax Soraya Hassan, autographed by Kate and DePena, and the little ode to Exodus with the front cover.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that's it. That's what we picked up at the San Diego Heavy Metal Swap Meet, and I had a good time actually.
I had a blast. It's always good just to hang out with you too. So I love hanging out with you.
Yeah, and hanging out with everybody, talking to people. It was I enjoyed it till about the end, and I started getting a little hot, and look, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I was sweat dripping off my face by the time we got ready to leave that place.
Yeah, the little room we were in got really hot, really quick. It was just packed full of people.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, right about, was it 3:15? All of a sudden there was this big clearing in front of our table, and I'm like,
yeah, because the Ex Mortis comes on at 4, and everyone kind of goes to that main room where the band starts. So our room started to empty out a little, and that was when we took it off and head back to LA.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was it. So yeah, we had a good time. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the clips of what I did take there. You'll see a little bit of Jim and Nathan in the video, as well as a few other people. I didn't get to videotape everybody. I didn't get to videotape Caton. It was just too many people there after a while. So to get that camera out,
I
and
forgot to plug my wife. She helped us all
Oh,
day
she helped
long
all day
at
long.
the table.
and she was real excited about it too. She was so happy to be there.
Carrie allowed me and Scott to go. She allowed us to go to have fun and hang out while she kind of manned the booth, but at the same time, she kept tight grip on my money. So,
Well, we didn't want to spend. He didn't want to spend more than he was making.
yeah,
so.
that was the problem. Can't spend more than you make.
Exactly. All right, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it.
Take care.
Go ahead and leave me a message below, and I will respond to you. And subscribe if you haven't already. That's it. God bless. Stay strong.